Welcome to Hebrew Words in the Scripture. This is going to be Lesson 4. The title of this would be Families of Letters. This is a richer thing. I've found some associations between the letters that I think are important for you to observe. You can use this information in any way you like. It's not for memory work, but I hope it's a help to you. This is the first family that I want to talk about. If you notice, we have the letter He and Chet and Tav. They all start with a line across the top and a leg. A line across the top and a leg. They all have a down member, but the He is not completely connected, whereas the Chet is completely connected. The Tav is completely connected and has a little foot at the bottom. So those are the indicators of each of those different letters, and it will hopefully benefit you in recognizing them. This is the family of the skinny letters. Each of these only takes a half space, and if you'll notice, they all have the little hat at the top. Gimel, Yod, Nun, and have a long leg, except for the Yod, Gimel and the Nun. And the difference is the Zion has a hat that extends both right and left. The Vav has a hat only to the left. The Gimel, the hat to the left and a little leg at the bottom. The Yod, of course, is just a very small letter from the high in the square, and then the Nun has a leg or a little foot at the bottom. So each of these has its own unique indications. Here we have the Dalet and the Resh. The only difference is in this upper right hand corner, the Dalet has a little tail going to the right beyond the down line. This is the family of round letters, as I call them. You notice the Tet has got a round bucket bottom, but it does not close at the top. The Samak has the same round bottom, but it is closed at the top. And the Sheen has the round bucket bottom, and it looks like a tiny Yod in the center. So those are the three round bottom letters, as I call them. These two characters I don't have a name for, but this is the Aleph and the Sadi. Notice that they have a line that goes crosswise from the upper left to the lower right corner, upper left to lower right corner. The Sadi then has a Yod on the top of that. The Aleph has a Yod on the top. The Aleph has an upside down, if you will, Yod, and the Sadi just has a baseline that covers the box. It fills the width of the box. Here we have the Bet, Kaf, and Pei. Notice that they are all basically a backward letter C. The difference is the Bet has a tail to the left, The Kaf has nothing to it, and the Pei has an upside down yot hanging down from the upper left hand corner. And finally, we have the family of orphans, just simply because these guys didn't belong anywhere else. We have the Lamed, the Mem, the Ayin, and the Kuf. Perhaps the only thing distinctive about these is the Lamed goes above the line. It's the only letter that goes above the line. The Ayin goes below the line, and the Kuf goes below the line. So these are all of the 22 letters with some distinctive characteristics that are essential to identifying them in script. I hope you'll find these little distinctions helpful, and I hope you're practicing by writing your alphabet, and you can use the format that we have here with all the letters, the 22 letters that we'll be using in our reading and writing.